Hi Taurus, welcome to your July reading. Thank you so much for being here. Let me put this down a little bit. So, how are you? How are you feeling? I hope you are okay. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy out there and it's still sort of copable. I'm actually, the moment I started recording, I got like really hungry for some random reason. So I'm like, okay, let's serve some food, Let's serve some food for thoughts. I think that's something good to start off with. Taurus, I got something during meditation, and I know some of you are not really ready to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it, but in the month of July, you might find yourself not being okay as much as you thought you were okay with something. And for some of you, it was a decision you made in 2019 and you were vibing with it and you thought you found some inner peace with making that decision, and now you start to feel maybe you're not as much okay with it, and you might have taken a decision because you thought it was the best for everybody involved, but maybe it's not something that you can actually let go of. And for some of you, it's a wish to have children of your own, and maybe your partner is not vibing with that or is not capable, or you made the decision to just not try, and maybe now you're starting to feel like maybe that's not really something you are on a soul's level okay with, and you're struggling with that. It's just an example. It's so diverse because I just really feel like, you guys, there's gonna be some light bulbs that come on. And first of all, I don't really feel like you know exactly what to do with it or how to cope with it, because you're like sort of maybe even a little bit frustrated with yourself. It's like, okay, this was this was the thing, and this is what was the best decision, but why do I all of a sudden feel different about it? It's like a little bit frustrating. It's like, I need to go back to how I felt about a year ago. Why can I not feel the same way anymore? How can I tap into that? And maybe for some of you it's actually the opposite. Maybe it was something you weren't that fine with, and now you start to feel really at peace with it at the same time. So it's a little bit this or that. Know that your soul, your ninth house and your third house is really active these coming 6 months. So you might start to feel more adventurous, wanting to try different things, wanting to learn a different language, or travel, but you can't maybe physically travel because the situation we're all in. But maybe you want to make plans for that. Maybe you want to move, or just overall feel like you mentally want to connect to something new. Maybe it's astrology, maybe it's more spiritual, or you just want to learn something and you kind of always wanted but never really got to that point. But now the urge is growing. It's like things are expanding within us. And for you guys, it's more of like, I need to evolve, like feeling like I'm growing and I'm evolving on a soul's level, but also mentally. Mentally I need to be more stimulated. I feel like I'm a little bit stuck in this and that, and I need something exciting. That's what I'm feeling. Almost Sagittarius energy. Of course, you have the South Node in that sign, but it's not necessarily about finding something interesting and then needing to do it all the way in, for example, if you live in Europe, like needing to do it all the way in New Zealand, like the other side of the world. Or if you're in New Zealand, maybe you want to move to, like, I don't know, a place in England. It's like, that's the only place I can do it. Try and invite that energy and excitement in, but try to do it from where you're from. And find a balance in that, so it can still give you that sense of growth and evolution, but then also doing it from where you're from, and finding place within that, because that's a North Node. In Gemini, we're being asked to sort of do things in our local community, but then doesn't mean we cannot invite certain culture things, and we cannot gain that knowledge and bring that to our local community, basically, or local place where we live. So that's sort of the thing, trying to find the balance within that. Learning new skills is really a thing, and especially when it comes to philosophically, but also spiritually. So If you forgot to do that, it's not crazy. And my advice is to just go and explore all of that, Taurus. Okay, I'm gonna get a animal message for you. My stomach is now even growling. It's like, I'm hungry. I know. We're going to eat, okay? We're going to finish Taurus reading and then we're going to eat. Here you have life experience. Maybe that's the thing you're craving for. More life experience. Important changes are coming into your life that will require you to take action. Don't hesitate to move into new directions you know are right for you. This is what comes in. You see? It's with the bird and then with the butterflies. The butterflies of transformation. They're guiding the bird towards maybe a new direction. Maybe you wanted to fly south because that's something birds do. But maybe now we're going back up west or north, you know? The thing is with this card, is what I feel very strongly is if you're feeling guided, don't hesitate to go after that. Because just if you know and if you feel that it just won't leave you alone, it's an urging feeling or you're craving something different, then go after it. If you know it's the right decision for you, once again, for you. Don't let anything hold you back and go after it. So, important changes are coming into your life that require you to take action. Okay, Taurus? Let's see what else comes up. And then you're like, yeah, but there's so many things coming at me at the same time. How do I know what the right decision is for me? Then you first need to balance yourself out a little bit. And see, remove some of those old patterns, the way of thinking and feeling about yourself, old people's opinions, or, you know, life experience that maybe have brought you to this point. You're leaving things behind because it's time, and you're allowed to. You're allowed to undo yourself of certain situations. You're allowed to undo yourself of thought patterns or just overall life experience, and to bring in this new healthy change for you. See, the wheel is turning into your favor, and I'm so excited. Then you have this devil and the lovers. Yeah, because that's what I felt. For some of you, really is connected to a connection, a union, a love situation. Not for all, but for some of you, it really is time to sort of change the energy within that union. Knight of Wands. 10 of Wands. Some of you it's with a fire sign. Ooh. Some of you it's Aries. Doesn't have to be. But look at this. Look at this. There is another way to do this, Taurus. I know that maybe the person doesn't want to talk about something. You see, throat chakra instantly. Oh, I get so much throat chakra activation the moment I start doing my readings. That means that basically there needs to be certain conversations are meant to be had, you know, need to take place. I cannot speak. Why do I feel like I'm in the 1500s talking like need to be had? It's like old Shakespeare. All right, let's move on before I start rambling about all of that. The devil and the lovers. One sec, because I'm tuning in. The devil and the lovers. There is another way of going about this. Maybe it's a more rocky road. Maybe it's not a highway with smooth grounding, all kinds, just smoothness. Maybe it's a more bumpy road. But then it's your bumpy road. And with every bump, you learn something. With every bump, is a little reminder. I'm still on the pathway. I'm still moving forward. You see, sometimes we're on the smooth highway and we don't even know we're on the road anymore because it's so smooth and there's nothing going on, But when you're on a rocky road, you get reminded each and every moment, like at least a couple times a minute, that you are on a journey and you are moving forward for that. So that's the thing. The Devil in the Lovers, it's telling me that it has great potential, but you both are sometimes a little bit not aware of it, but you guys are people pleasing sometimes with one another, and then you both don't get out of it actually what you need on a soul's level, but you both think I'm giving that person what they really need and want, and then the other person thinks the same, but then it's actually not like that. So there needs to be a conversation. Are you happy with things are going? Could we maybe make changes? Do you feel like you have enough freedom in this connection? Do you feel like you can evolve and grow personally on the side of outside this union? Do you feel like you have enough inspiration and things like that? Do we need to make more space for that? Is it good that we're living together, or should we move in together so we can combine our finances? Because I feel that a lack of mutual connection, and more of like, yeah, but it's just like that because we're moving, because we're together. Or it's just like that because this is like my best friend, or it's just like that because this is my, family member. So it's like blood related, can undo myself of that. It's like, no, there's a new balance that's there, an option. Because if I saw that it's time for you to sort of, move away, I just feel that for some of you, it's just, there's another direction. It's another way of looking at things, another way of approaching one another. But you have to be raw and real and out in the open with your needs, and to let the other person have space to verbally, or first maybe spiritually, come up with their own needs, to really tune in, and then verbally express them to you, and being open for that. Let's see how we can make this work. Let's see how we both can feel like our relationship is a breath of fresh air, something so connected to one another, instead of but it's just like this, and it's been kind of like this for a long time. I mean, like, things change, people change, situations change, time change, circumstances change all the time. Nothing is solid, and so sometimes the relationship goes through rocky roads, and other times it's smooth sailing. But what stays important is the communication. Are you okay with the smooth sailing? Do you feel like you need a little bit of a getaway on a rocky road by yourself for a weekend? Like, do you though? Like, communicate. Because I do feel like the 10 of Wands is like putting down this energy. And then we have this beautiful 4 of Wands with the 2 of Cups. You see? And that's just such an opposite energy of this. And I'm not looking necessarily at Capricorn. I mean, I love Capricorns, and, they have also such beauty within them, but it's the card of the Devil, and I'm looking at this energy of like, but it's just like this. We're both chained to the circumstances, and this is so much different. This is like people who choose with one another. This is also people who feel drawn to hold hands instead of feeling like they're chained together, so their connection. You see, this is people who feel drawn towards one another. It's like, I'm sharing this with you, we're doing this together. And for some of you who are single and like, ooh, this doesn't resonate with me, it could be a part within yourself or a future connection. Because if you're releasing certain things from yourself, or a journey or life experience, the way you're looking at it, sometimes very powerful, and you can call in somebody. I really feel that the King of Pentacles and the Emperor are people who are equal and work together. Okay, the Emperor can sometimes be a little bossy, and then the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles has a sort of approach. I'm like, listen, I got respect for, what you do, but we can do it in a different way. We can go about this in a different way and still both have our own position. And that's sometimes the thing. The Emperor sometimes has the feeling that he has to do what's best for the entire group. for everybody involved, and then sometimes forgets that there's also a more individual part that comes, with that. So I see love that is healthy and fits the two of you. So you both feel like you can build a future together, but really have serious plans about building a future together. The one that both of you are in alignment with. And so I'm going to pick up some more cards. Let's see if we got something else that wants to come true, because this is like really the whole story. Let's see, anything else wants to come out for Taurus. You're holding on to something and it's too much. Like as I told you, something is like, yeah, but we made this decision, so now it's just a decision and we gotta just keep going with this. And I wish I didn't feel this way all of a sudden about the decision we made. It's time for you to put that burden down. And it's okay, like I told you, circumstances change, people change, energy change. And with that, it's important to just keep offering your own. What are your needs? You see, the Hermit takes time to go within, reflect within. How is it still vibrating with me? How is it connecting with me? Your fellow Earth sign Virgo does that on a natural level. And I have the beautiful Queen of Pentacles, which is you. You can feel that way about yourself and about your journey if you're just opening up about what you need for that. And to just offer I'm really feeling it has to do with your inner child. She's been pushed away somewhere in the back on just a little bit too much of a young age. You were just a little bit too young to grasp the effects that it had on you. And I really do feel that you're starting to look at it from a different point of view, and also give yourself that sense of nurture and understanding and compassion and kindness, instead of pushing it away because it was just the way it was. It doesn't work. Not on the long term, that's all I'm saying. So I do feel that you can find that sense of balance within yourself, establishment, and your worth. And then we have the beautiful Queen of Cups, love. Approach one another from the heart. You see, you're not attacking one another when you're expressing your needs. You just simply are trying to let somebody know what's going on within your heart. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Exactly. You can have what you want, regardless of the situation with the connection. It's some individual journey. You will get big payouts from when you finally are letting go that pressure you put on yourself. If it has to be this way, it has to just continue with this. No, you don't. You really do not. You have to find the compassion in yourself to give you that space to say, up until here and no further. I can change my mind. I'm allowed to change my mind, and give yourself that sense of nurture and space. And you get out of it what you want. If you're looking for a job, your job is coming in. You have to decide it's time for you to let it come in. It's coming in. It's right in your energy. It's more in alignment with that energy, your new sense of self. Eight of Pentacles is actually working on an individual level with the Four of Cups, Three of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. You can't have both. You can feel a way about it and then act a way about it. Act like you're fine with it, feel like you're really not. Because nothing is then really balanced. You can take your time if you're not ready to open up about it. It's totally fine. But you gotta work with it at one point. Because everything is starting to get affected by the feeling you really feel within yourself. So go with that flow. You got great opportunity here for you. The universe is willing to give you that little push. So follow that. The fact that you are changing and evolving and shifting is because of that's the time. It's 2020. We're meant to evolve and grow. We're meant to change our minds on things, or our souls, or the feelings about things. It's good. Go with that. You don't have to stay the same. You really don't have to. You can choose to, but it's also a decision. All right. I'm gonna pick up one more card for you. Which one should we do? Let's do the Goddess Guidance card. Taurus. Let's see. What do we got for Taurus? What do we have for Taurus? There we go. You have guiding children. You are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. Alright, this could be, it could mean a connection with your own inner child. Do some work on that. But it could definitely mean that that's some new pathway that's opening doors for you. Or maybe you've been doubting if it's really your pathway, and it is like a confirmation as a connection to you with you and children. You guys are really good with children. Alright, Taurus, I'm sending you all my love. I'm gonna celebrate my birthday season, and normally I'm taking time off, but I'm actually open for personal readings this time because of, you know, what's going on. I don't have that much spots left anymore, but I do have some, so that's why I'm letting you know really quickly for people who decided to listen to the end. I love you guys. Yeah, and you can find the information in the description box. It's all there. Okay. Mwah. Bye, Taurus. I love you. Don't forget.